Blah. What? 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 We're live. What? We're live. Get some tunes rolling. You guys an intro song, and we'll roll with it while I die of allergies.
I'm giving it all I've got, but I need your help. I don't wanna get up. Don't look. Wrong time and perfect spot, but I know myself. I push till I break it up. Every little piece of me feels stuck. I'm trying. Any little thing to make this budge. Why do brittle beings in dirt lock? I'm flying. Can you stick it out? Can you stick it out? Cause I'm losing faith. 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 Tell me straight if we can wipe this slate and start again. 'Cause I'm losing faith. I'm losing faith. Drag out. Shovel of this self-doubt for another day. I don't wanna do without it. I'm burned out, but I just can't say it out loud, so let's just pretend. Can we dance around it? Why do brittle beings in dirt lock? I'm flying. Can you stick it out? Cause I'm losing faith. I'm losing faith. I'm losing faith. I'm losing faith. I'm losing faith.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Banana Bread Trades. I am your host, Goose. What a wild day yesterday it was, right? Oh man, we got a pretty gnarly rip, and then she dumped right back off to about 3,900. Pretty wild. I was pretty bearish going into yesterday. The only trade I took was a short. We got paid, but it's a good thing we got out when we did because it ripped hard. Yeah, that was a pretty gnarly day yesterday. I think it caught a lot of people off guard because, like I said, it looked pretty dumpy. But when she took off, let me tell you. So yeah, let me get my levels here posted, and then we'll kind of go through yesterday, look at some future news for today, give ourselves an outlook, and then just talk some stonks. Good morning, Mr. Decoy. It is time for banana bread. Honestly, for me, it's time for like some ibuprofen and like an allergy shot. Oh my gosh. I can't breathe out of either nostril right now. We're toasted. We're done ski. Like, I might not live. I went to bed at 9. I went to bed like 2 hours early last night because I was like, there's no way I'm waking up. I took NyQuil, everything. Couldn't even sleep. I chugged like half a thing of NyQuil. I just feel like absolute garbage. Like you can hear I sound like super nasally and tough. It's tough, but we're out here grinding for the homies. Yeah, I need to get some of the good stuff they put behind the car. I'm probably gonna go to Walgreens today and say, hey, I'm dying. Fix it. Might even go to urgent care. Maybe I have a sinus infection. I don't know. I mean, it's like nothing's like coming out. I'm just swollen. It's tough. It's tough. My throat hurts because I have to breathe out of my mouth. I never breathe out of my mouth. I have this massive nose. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look at that. That thing's like 4 foot long, and I can't breathe out of it. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. God gives me one of the biggest noses on planet Earth, and makes me allergic to everything. Like, how tough is that? How tough is that? Okay, so let's type in some num-nums here. 38.75 was the lower doomsday from yesterday. $38.75. What about this bad boy? This lower doomsday was 39.30. Oh ho ho! Look at that! Right off yesterday's upper doomsday. Wow. Yesterday I actually shorted the. There was lower doomsday at 38.75. I got short at 38.80 and 38.85. I took 2 contracts short and got out 38.75 ish. Like it was all in this candle here that I got short, and it's a good thing I got out when I did. Like I said, it ripped. That could have wrecked me. Could have wrecked me. But we made it out. Are you an hour early today, Mr. Cass? No, this is normally when we start, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock my time. Are you an hour late today, Mr. Cass? How have you been doing this week, Mr. Cass? Well, did you kill it yesterday? How did it go? I'm also gonna throw up hedge pressure from yesterday. 39.06. $39.06. Yeah, hedge pressure was super late coming in yesterday. I was not a fan. Like that's what it rejected off of. So yeah, I mean, kind of a tough play like once you broke into it. But I'm not sure how much I trust this hedge pressure because it came in an hour late. I think they had the algo messed up because we had contract rollover and it was trying to pull the last contract. So that's generally a problem that we have with HP is it gets all goofed up every time we have a contract rollover because the algo always tries to pull the last one, and it's a thing where they've changed the software platform so many times in the last year, trying to get it public, that every time they change it, it's like that's the main problem they have with the software guys. So yeah, but now they got it working now, so we'll see what it goes today. Yesterday was pretty fine. Good deal. I only had one trade yesterday. It went really well. I had that one good trade and I just bounced. I was like, that's good enough for me. That's a good Monday. I would just go every 10 minutes for no reason. I'm glad I can work on that now. I mean, that's a good thing. If it's becoming a distraction, you need to be able to eliminate that, you know? Keep your mind focused on what's important. And right now, that's making money is what's important. So I respect that. I'm going to blow my nose real quick, so I'm going to shut the mic off. Mr. Cass, I got a question for you too. Do they have ragweed where you live? I'll find a picture of it here. A what? A ragweed? Yeah. Ragweed. Let me see if I can find a good picture / description. Ragweed. It's like this stuff right here. This stuff. Common ragweed. I am so incredibly allergic to this thing right here. And it blooms in September through November. I mean, I'm not really a plant observer either. I feel that. I know what this thing looks like though, and because I have to avoid it, because in September it blooms. If I'm around it, it ruins me. Somehow I got around it, I'm assuming, over the weekend. And as you can hear and see me now, I'm ruined. I am physically ruined. Toasted. I'm like deathly allergic to it. And your country sounds like I need to move there because you don't pay taxes on futures. And hopefully you don't have ragweed. We got a double bottom on the overnight low, it looks like. So we'll target that for a short. We did leave yesterday we left an unfinished auction at overnight low. But again, it's overnight low. So I don't put like a whole lot of weight on overnight moves, so we could never go back to that low, and I just say it's fine. You know, if we left a really gross low in RTH, left an unfinished auction in RTH, I'd be like, man, that doesn't look good. We might go back for it. But since it's overnight, you know, the Europeans, I don't put too much weight on it. We could rip forever, infinitely, and I wouldn't hold a bias against it, you know. So right now I'm totally just gonna chill. I'm not gonna take any trades until open. Although I would say we charge back to VWAP before open. Everything leading up tomorrow will be just noise too. I agree 100%. We have the most volatile event that we get a few times a year. We have FOMC tomorrow at 1 p.m. CST. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a wild one. I probably won't trade tomorrow leading up to FOMC because usually morning is pretty choppy garb leading up to FOMC, but we for sharks are gonna probably throw some MES after FOMC because we'll get some big move skis. Big opportunity. There's also a big opportunity to lose money with FOMC. If it's your first FOMC, I highly recommend playing Sim. If it's your 100th FOMC, I also recommend playing Sim. It is not a friendly event. Like it's going to go both directions violently. And I'll usually miss the first direction that it goes and then try to catch either the continuation or the reversal that happens. But it can go another 100 points before it does it. So yeah, wild stuff coming up tomorrow. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I think tomorrow, whatever the Fed says is going to determine the direction we go all the way up to November. I think it'll determine all of the direction we go for September and October. I think it's an important one. Because we got some big stuff. We got to talk about inflation. Has inflation peaked? I feel like that's going to be the big talking point coming up in this next FOMC meeting. Is if inflation peaked and we're on our way down, we're gonna start ripping pretty hard. You know, we got a pretty big rip at the last hint of inflation peaking. So if people know that inflation's on the way down and we're gonna start ripping, everyone's just gonna start piling in. Everyone's gonna start buying. That's the news we need to wait on. You know, this is futures. Everyone wants to know, oh, we just got a morning power trade right there at yesterday's HP. Wild. But remember, these aren't full HPs. These are the 500s volumes, not the 2000s. Interesting though. Some pretty frisky area right in here. But yeah, tomorrow FOMC. Last FOMC was pretty gnarly, but we had the hint at inflation peaking. It wasn't the best FOMC though, but we had some rippage. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Also, I guess last FOMC dumped, didn't it? And then it ripped after the initial release. We dumped pretty hard, and then afterwards it was a pretty nasty dump, and then afterwards they talked about inflation peaking, and then we ripped. I don't know, I feel like the last FOMC I asked why we dumped a lot because it was like a straight down 100-point red candle, and Slay's like, you just think it's news because it's a red candle. I was like, no, there's FOMC, so like I feel like I'm validated here. Yeah. Interesting thing about FOMC saying the last 3 FOMC days, ES had ended the day up 1 to 3% after news dropped, only to be completely retraced 2 to 3 days later. Dude, that's like, yeah, I feel like almost every FOMC will have like this super gnarly move and then 100% retrace itself. Like, you remember that super long, you go into our Discord, you remember that super long trade I had, the beat goose trade. FOMC ripped against my short. Luckily, my short, you know, I already had like 700 points in profit in the short, so it didn't hit my break even. But it ripped like 300 points or something like that, or 500 points even. It was a lot. It ripped a lot, and then it retraced the next day. It 100% retraced itself. Came all the way back down, wouldn't even lower, hit my target. I got out, and I was like, wow, that was insane. Talk about some butt clenching. Trying to hold on to that thing. I'm really not sure about Lexstone FOMC cast, because I wasn't sitting at my computer when it happened. That's when I was out fixing a hole in a pipe. I missed that like whole day. I missed that whole week. We had a mile-long saltwater pipe break. I had to go out and fix it. I had to supervise. It's crazy because I blow my nose and nothing comes out. It sucks. I need to go. I think I might go to the urgent care place this morning. See if they won't give me a shot in the butt. Fix my nose. Right? I agree with you 100%, Cass. There's so many events like that seem to be happening lately that move the market so much that like FOMC just like fits right in there. You don't even really notice. But like I said, I think this one will be a volatile one. Yeah, I feel like this one, inflation peaking is going to be like the main question. If inflation is peaked, we're going to see some rippage. If inflation is not peaked, we're going to see some doomage. It's going to depend on the rate hikes too. I mean, that's going to be the big thing. If rate hikes are going to continue to get more aggressive, that means inflation hasn't peaked yet. Rate hikes are going to start to chill down. We're going to maybe chill out a little bit, start ripping. People are going to be like, all right, like we can invest more. Doom is over. Either that, or we just continually chop around in this endless range forever, and we never not chop. It's forever just a gross range. Let's check out our daily. Let's check out the daily chart. Oh, what a beautiful daily candle that is. Oh. Yesterday's daily putting in just a fantastic wick to the downside. That makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. If we're starting an uptrend here, how wild would that be? That'd be fantastic. You hope we do. Not negative mind, but the longer we stay in areas, the easier to trade them. All-time high stuff. I agree with you. All-time high, when we're grinding all-time high, it can be very difficult because you don't know what the upside target is. We've never been there, right? It's like, is this a level? Me and Rocky had actually had the all-time high stuff kind of down though. We had a system where we were looking at, and we did the stats on these, both of these, in like grind ups pretty hard. We went back and we looked at these, and I think it was 80 points NQ was always a legitimate resistance that you could use as a target. Like if we cleared, you could do halves too. I think we were doing halves, targeting 20 points. Let me see if I can find where me and Mr. Rock talked about it. Let me see if I can find where we talked about the all-time high stuff. Link. Hold on, the guy wants a link. I'm trying to find where we talked about the all-time high stuff. I want to give you the exact stats. Yeah, let's pull up those power trades from yesterday. Let me find this stat for Cass real quick about the all-time high stuff. Basically, Cass, what we were doing is it wasn't the ranges. It was so like you would break a level and we had the exact distance that it would go before it hit his next rotation. It was kind of like measuring like your waves, like each wave up would be X amount of points, right? And I can't remember if it was 40 or 80 points in Q. Let me find that for you. And then we'll go over yesterday's power trades. Where are you? Yeah, excuse me while I search for this thing right here. Like I said, it was 80 points or it was 40 points in Q. And we had it, like it was super reliable. It's what we were doing. Maybe let me go to my charts. I have all this saved. Days. And I know I have it in here somewhere. I know it's in here. Where are you? Where are you? I don't know. I can't find it. That was a very important stat to have. But I haven't looked at it because it's been like a year since we were at all-time highs. I will have to pull up my Thinkorswim today when I get on my other computer, and I'll let you know. I'll just DM you, Cass, that stat because I don't want to tell you the wrong statistic. I'll get on Thinkorswim today and open because it's on my Thinkorswim. That's how old it is. It's back when I used Thinkorswim. So yeah, let's go over yesterday's power trades if you're still here, and anyone else that wants to hear about yesterday's power trades as well. We'll change our stats to 2000 right here. 2000. Oh, yesterday. It was yesterday. Oh, goodness gracious. That was at close yesterday. That's at... Do I have just a gap in my data? That's chill. DTA 60%. I don't. What's DTA? Data 60%. Delta 60%. X. And 9. Delta 60%. Yeah, it was showing 60%. I don't usually honestly look at the deltas on the power trades. I'm just looking for the volume. That's all I'm concerned about. It looks like the only power trade we had yesterday was right at open. And apparently I have this massive data gap right here. So shout out Rhythmic. Totally F in the morning. I know we didn't have a power trade early in the morning. So it looks like the only power trade we got yesterday was at end of the day at that hedge break. And like I said, I don't play any end of day hedge or any end of day power trades. So there was nothing yesterday to take power trade wise. For me at least. But you can see we broke a pretty important level here. This is hedge pressure. This is the balance of what did I trade? I traded. Switch my other. Does my other chart have the move from yesterday on it? Yesterday I took. Oh gosh. Oh god. That was the wrong setting. Yeah, I don't know why I'm just missing this huge. There's like this huge 1 minute data gap. That's so inconvenient. That is so inconvenient. Let me just see if it's here. Maybe I can refresh my chart. That is massively. I think it's a Rhythmic problem. It does this to me, and it's just like, fam. What kind of provider are you? Yeah, no, it's still there. Maybe I can restart my whole quant tower, see if it comes up. The problems with Rhythmic, I've been having Rhythmic problems. And it's driving me insane. But that's just for the ape. Like my amp works fine. I need to just pull up my amp. So let me open this back up. let this load for a second here. Do we have it? Or is Rhythmic just gonna be done? Rhythmic's gonna be done. There's still a massive data gap. Why? Why, Rhythmic? Why you do this to me? So I still have the data on the 30-minute though, so we'll be fine here. Basically, I had this level marked out here. This was the previous consolidation zone right here. You can see we had consolidation here, we had consolidation here, right here at this 38.80 level. Doomsday was at 38.75. So 38.75, I'm gonna start looking for shorts, and I'm really gonna look for shorts heavy at 38.80 to 85. So my first short went in at 38.85. Or not 38.85. My first short went on at 38.80. And then I set a second contract at 38.85. Then I went in drawdown by like maybe 3 points on my second entry. And then we went all the way down to 38.75, which was this pink level. And at that level, it's like, okay, this level here, being Doomsday, can either be support or resistance. It was support right here, right? I was active in this candle here, so you can't really see it great, but I have data on this one, so it's okay. So I got short here, and it came down, retested 38.75. That's 5 points profit on one contract, 10 points profit on another contract, ES. And I got out, called it a day. And then it's a good thing I got out right there because it continued to rip. But I just wanted out on that possible support level. But I really liked the 38.80 level. That was my line in the sand for a short. And it did prove to have some resistance. It gave us a pullback, and like I said, this is that prior consolidation zone. And in that I think I also had sent you that PDF. Let me open up that PDF and I'll show you what part of that it is. Wow. So this is that PDF I had sent you, and this is based off drawing these power trades, opening range, VWAP standard bands. Where did I talk about? Oh yeah, supply and demand right here. This is what it is. These are giving me the zones that I like. And I found that previous consolidation zone. I marked it out because I knew that there was going to be some level of buying and selling going on in that zone. So that was the zone that I really wanted. It was a decision zone multiple times before. So I had it marked out, and that's why I chose to go with that zone. And it was really good. It lined up, like I said, with Doomsday, previous consolidation before then, and then also it was right here in this this peak right here. The previous reversal area was right there at 38.85. So that was, like I said, my line in the sand. We're going to bump up against the bottom of that, and it's going to have some resistance. It did have resistance, and we got out for a few points. Like I said, it didn't get a lot. We got 10 points ES max on one contract. We took drawdown on the first contract for sure, but I had a lot of confidence in that level. That was a tough trade. Like I said, if I had held and wanted to go shoot for that low a day, we would have got broke even. So it's a really good thing I took profit on that one, and we had a solid Monday, because after that it supported that Doomsday level, and then it reversed, and then you held all the way to upper Doomsday. So but like I said, that's why I wanted to get out there, because it could have been possible resistance. It was, or support, and it was. So that was the theory behind that trade. Like I said, it wasn't beautiful, but it worked. And we didn't get any power trades till end of day yesterday either, so it was kind of hard. Would have been tough to kind of look for any other big moves, I guess, big levels of support, because if we had a power trade here, that would have been some great confirmation to get long and hold, right? But we didn't get any power trades till the very end of the day, so that was tough noodles. And I hope that helped. So for today, I don't really have any hard bias for today. Hey, good luck, Cass. I'll DM you that stat later today when I find it. Like I said, I didn't want to tell you the wrong stat because I feel like that was kind of an important one to have the correct number on. But like I said, later today when I get on my Thinkorswim, I'll pull it up and I'll let you know. But GG's today. Have a good one. Are you kidding me? We were muted that whole time. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. How long have I been muted? Well, that sucks. That sucks really bad. Wow. How long have I been muted? I cry. I just talked about so much important stuff. Wow. I'm embarrassed. Embarrassed. I'm hurt physically, emotionally. Oh well, we just get to talk about it again. Okay. Wow, that's sad. We'll go back over opening range and initial balance again, since apparently I was muted the whole time. Painful, pain, cry, I cry tears. Opening range, so, I don't know where the last part you guys heard was. We're gonna go back over opening range here. So opening range is the level I play most of the time for my trades. I'm just really upset right now. I am like shook. Not believe I was muted that whole time. I cry so hard. Ow. Ow. I need like a big notification on my screen that says I'm muted. Okay, so what I was saying was there's no trades right now that I want to take. I'm going to wait until open. And then after open, I'm going to wait until opening range is put in. And opening range / initial balance. I play the 1 hour opening range. It's also called initial balance. So that 1 hour, we either get a reversal or we get continuation. That's what the opening range / initial balance is going to tell us. We're either going to stay within that initial balance that we get in the first hour, or we're going to break above and we're going to go to the next segment, right? So with that first hour, I'm going to show you an example of what I would do. So let's say in the first hour, we're going to use this price right here as an example. Let's say opening range low is right here. Just an example, opening range low would be right here. This was the lowest point made in that first hour of trading of RTH. So first off, this opening range low is a double bottom. I'm going to expect that to break every time on a 5-minute chart. On a 1-minute chart, I don't put any value. There's no statistical value to it, but on a 5-minute chart and above, there is statistical value to it. So first off, I'm going to expect this opening range low, double bottom to break. But how much, right? Since it's opening range low, if we break this bottom by like a tick or two, right? And then we get this thing called a delta flip. Like let's say we're minus 1K delta, 1,000 delta negative at this level. We break below and all of a sudden that delta flips green. I'm going to get long with a 5-point stop on S. That is my strategy, right? So 1 point right below here. We get this delta flip green. It might come up above. Either way, I'm long 5-point stop. I'm expecting that opening range low to hold. And then we're going to bounce and go back to opening range high or to the middle or whatever. I'm only going to scalp 5 points, right? 5-point stop, 5-point take profit. That's all I need. And statistically, a 5-point bounce is likely to hit almost every time on these types of trades that I do. There's a high percentage. Each trade I take has a different percentage, but they're all above 80. Above 80%, those are the trades I'll take, the statistical advantage ones. So back to this. I'm gonna take that long. But let's say we slice through this level. Like it's a big red no candle, right? Big red delta, we slice through, it goes a lot. I'm then gonna chill. I'm gonna wait, because since we broke below and we sold off really hard, let's say it dumps like 15 points straight below really quick. I'm then gonna watch when it comes back up for the retest. On that retest, I'm going to be watching delta very closely. Let's scroll back in. I'm going to be watching this delta on the retest very closely. Let's say we're at plus 2k delta when we get here, right? If that delta gets slapped and goes red or very low green delta, right? I'm going to be like, okay, there's sellers here. I'm going to get short in expectations that this opening range low is going to hold as resistance. However, if we get up to this retest and delta is big green, and let's say we put let's say it holds right here at this resistance level, we continue to put green delta candles, I'm then expecting that, hey, there's a lot of buyers at this level getting absorbed, but they seem relentless. 3 green delta candles in a row, I'm out. I'm not gonna hold short. Or let's say the delta is plus 2k and it doesn't get slapped. I'm not gonna get short. I'm not gonna get short until I see the sellers kick in. I don't wanna be the first seller. I want to join the sellers. Let's say we see the sellers kick in, I'll get short, 5-point stop, expect it to reject and go back down. Then we know we're gonna have a downtrend type of day. Or it's gonna come back in to the initial balance and we're gonna have a range day, right? But all is gonna be decided here at initial balance low or opening range low is what I like to call it. And that's just my personal preference. I've always called it opening range. I didn't know it was called initial balance until, I don't know, like a year ago, right? Same can be said with opening range high or initial balance high. You will do the same thing. If it gets up here and we see a big delta flip at that initial balance high, I'll get short and expect it to stay within the initial balance or stay within the opening range. If we do not get a delta flip and we slice through, we pump through pretty hard, I'm going to long the retest, or I'm going to be watching the retest for an opportunity to long. I'm going to look for that delta flip when we get there, get long for 5 points. Yes, 5-point stop. Same. I will be patient and wait for that retest. I'm not going to get long on this break. When we break above for the first time, I'm not going to get long there because we retest almost every time. It's a high percentage chance. Even if it goes like 20 points, there's a high percentage chance that in the afternoon session, we're going to come back down, we're going to retest, and that retest is where I will get long. Sorry about that, I had to blow my nose. But yeah, so that's basically how I play opening range. That is what I like to watch. That's one of my bread and butter plays, is are we gonna get continuation or are we gonna get reversal? Generally, when that opening range holds, like let's say we get above that level and it holds, then I'm gonna expect us to have an uptrend day to the 50%, and then possibly the 100% initial balance extensions, right? So 50% is you take the range of your initial balance. Let's say your initial balance low, so from 8:30 to 9:30, this first hour of your trading session. The lowest point of that is at 3,900. And then let's say the highest point of that first hour of RTH, regular trading hours, New York trading hours, is 39.50. So 3,900 and 39.50. are our low and our high. The 50% extension to the upside is going to be half of whatever that range is. So 25 points. So we got a 50-point initial balance. So 50% of that is going to be 25 points. So we stack that, we put that level above our initial balance high. So that's going to be at 39.75, right? And there's a high statistical chance that it's going to hit that 50%. So you can take a trade from IBH high to that 50% extension and have a high percentage chance that it's going to hit. Now, personally, for me, there's a high percentage chance it's going to hit the 50%. There's an even higher percentage chance that we're going to just have a smaller scale move from initial balance high on the way there. So like that's a 25% move, right? So I only want to catch 5 points of that move, right? Small percent of that move. That just only that increases my chance of getting filled. So it's just a higher statistical advantage. I use higher leverage. Now let's say I was using less leverage. Let's say I was using a really small and I wanted to go for that swing for 25 points. Yes, that's a big trade. I'll do that with less leverage. I don't want to leave that much money available on the table. I want to get in, get out, and then plan the next trade. Because I only need 1 to 2 trades a day with appropriate leverage on ES to make my bag. So that's what I'm watching for. And then the 100% extension, there's also a high percentage chance it hits, but I usually don't target all the way for that one because it's a lower statistic and it's pretty far out there. I'd rather just get my points, be done, and then I'll look for other trades, or I'll just wait for the next day. But overall, there you go. That's kind of my initial balance bread and butter play, banana bread and butter play. That's what I like to watch. I don't like playing the open. I don't like playing the first 30 minutes because they're pretty volatile. You can get stopped out, and I don't like having I don't like being red in the first 30 minutes when my main trades I know I'm going to take after the first hour. My high percentage plays are going to be after the first hour. So like I don't want to start red. I don't want to start in the hole unless I see something really, really good. Like yesterday, we saw something really, really good. We saw that 80 level that I liked a lot. That was that previous consolidation. I got in at that level. It was only 30 minutes into open, and luckily it wasn't like the first 10 minutes, right? So it was 30 minutes in. It's a little less volatile, but it's still in that time frame that I don't like trading. But it was definitely a level I was super interested in, and luckily it ended up being a good trade. But could just have very easily gotten red. We're on our way to break that double bottom. I hope we do. I don't like having double bottoms. Can't get long with them. But yeah, that's initial balance. That's what I like to play, and that's how we vibe. I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna clip that and make that a video. Well, I'm out of coffee now. I cry. It was starting to get cold anyway. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm make like a PowerPoint on some of my main plays. I'm just gonna make a video, me going through that PowerPoint talking about opening range high, kind of that PDF that I had, opening range high, power trades. Kind of just go through those, make a couple quick 5-minute videos. At least I can have some sort of education on here. At least with stuff that I do. I don't want to charge people for a course. I want the homies to know. We are dumping. Look at that go. Look at it go. Went right back to 38.80. Imagine we go. I'm looking at that 38.80 level. Probably be looking for that area for a long. We're gonna get to this level. It's gonna be another consolidation zone. Either gonna bounce from there and right back up, or we're gonna flush through and go clean out the lows from the other overnight session because they weren't good. Good morning. Throat hurt? My throat hurts too. Bad. Tired? Yeah, me too. You sick? Yeah, you don't sound very good. See how you feel after the morning. Might go get a hot coffee or make a hot like chocolate. That'll help your throat. Thought my girlfriend is sick. Doesn't feel good. Ah, it's really flushing. That's nice. That's lit. That's lit. I mean, there's nothing here for me to take, trade-wise, but definitely watching it. I'm watching for that 38.80 level right now. That's what I'm excited for. That's what I'm watching. Okay. Uh,
Keep staring at my phone, hoping you're coming home, but deep down I think I know I'm better off alone. But I'd rather hear you lie than face the truth and cry. No need for sympathy, but can't bring myself to leave. Drinking you out my mind, watching the time go by.
oh, there we go.
Waiting for you all night. I'd rather hear you lie than face the truth and cry. Stay ready, staying high. Waiting for you all night. Drinking you out my mind, watching the time go by. Stay ready, staying high. Waiting for you all night. I'd rather hear you lie than face the truth and cry. Stay ready, staying high. Waiting for you all night. Waiting for you, waiting for you, for you. Waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you all night. Waiting for you, waiting for you, for you. Waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you all night. I wish that I'd have known that night you took me home, but one day you let me go, leaving me all alone. I keep on asking why I went home with you that night. Now all you give to me is empty apologies. Drinking you out my mind, watching the time go by. Stay ready, staying high, waiting for you all night. I'd rather hear you lie than face the truth and cry. Stay ready, staying high, waiting for you all night. Drinking you out my mind, watching the time go by. Stay ready, staying high, waiting for you all night. I'd rather hear you lie than face the truth and cry. Stay ready, staying high, waiting for you all night. Waiting for you, waiting for you, for you.
Hold on real quick. I need to log out of this. I need to go over here to Rhythmic.
Reckless, more than I've been free. Defenseless, with your eyes on me. It's like I'm caught inside your endless sea, falling fast
Nice.
into the
Nice.
deep. Surrendered, won't be sound asleep. I've never known a life
Oh,
like this.
I
Stranger's kiss,
passed my the 50K account. They had the 80% deal going on. I was like, why not? And I guess yesterday was my 10-day, so I'm just activating that account and getting it available. It's nice to have multiple accounts. Guess gotta wait a couple minutes. It's nice to have a few accounts. I have the Apex 25K, and then I have my personal account, and then I have a UProfit account. So to have the Apex, I mean, like, I don't really need 4 accounts, but I thought I was like, hey, why not have just like the extra account and have this one as like kind of like a YOLO account in a way. Because the 25K account is pretty nice. I like trading it when like last week when it was pretty volatile. I like trading it. I have the UProfit funded one is more of like a backup. And then I have my actual account, my personal account, which is like my bills account. Hold on, I gotta blow.
I've never known a life like this. A stranger's kiss, the sweet attraction. I've never known a love like this. Forbidden bliss, consumed in action. I've never known a life like this. A
So basically, the way I think about it is like, I use these accounts to pay for my bills and whatnot, right? So I have a backup account. That way, like, I have my main account and the backup or my main account in the Apex 25K. Those are the two accounts I use to pay my bills and pay for everything else. The UProfit is the backup account in case anything happens to the 25K account. I have an account that I can immediately trade that costs me nothing. Like, it costs me nothing to have it just sit there and do nothing, right? Have that as my backup account. That way, if anything happens to 25 account, I immediately have another account that I can trade and make money with, right? I immediately have that. So I don't have to go through the whole like 30-day process of getting funded or doing the evaluation, getting funded, and then having to wait that X amount of days to do my withdrawal or get that minimum balance to do a withdrawal. I have one that's just already ready to go. So I can pay bills and whatnot right off the bat. And then now I'm doing this third one, which is slightly unnecessary. But I wanted one where I could do swings, like the big swings that I normally do, and not really risk any of my like backup or main accounts. And just kind of let those go, swing them with higher level, go for like bigger targets and not really have anything at risk. You know, like if this account gets blown, it matters nothing to me. Like I paid $30 to do the eval and I passed it in just a couple days. I just had to wait the 10 days. So that's kind of the theory there, is I just wanted an account where I could actually really kind of YOLO some money and not have anything of value at risk. That's the theory there. So I'm waiting on this to go through. And then I'm gonna try logging into Rhythmic here. It would open on my main. I don't know how to make it an on-screen number 1. Everything always opens on the second screen. It makes me sad. I can't remember. I know when you first get an account, it's they leave you on paper for a while before it actually goes like to your main account. There it is. It went through now, so we're good to go. Okay, performance account is good to go. Let's open up one. Yeah, they leave you on paper, like they just do simulated trades or whatever for like your first. I think your first 2 withdrawals, 2 or 3 withdrawals, and then once you prove that like you're really legit, then they switch you to like actual. You just want to make sure you don't blow the account right off the bat. Bye. Have a good day. Do what? Oh, well, thank you. Girlfriend made me a sandwich. Let's go. Account info. Flag. Okay, we are live. We're ready to roll. How fun is that? How fun is that? Do I just YOLO long right now? Just one ES, just hold it long all day? No, no. We'll still only take high percentage setups. But like as I was saying earlier, you know, the 50% initial balance high, I only usually scout for 5 points. Well, in this account, I would hold for the full 25. Or, yeah, we want a full timeout. That's what we're going for. We're going for the full and not the half. That's how we be rolling. How we be rolling. But yeah, that's the vibes. That's the vibes. Wonder what time the urgent care opens in the morning. AFC West. I don't think it's called AFC West. That's a football conference. Urgent care. Oh, American. Yeah, it is AFC. American Family Care. What are your hours, American Family Care? Wow. Doesn't just say. Opens 8 a.m. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go there at 8 a.m. and be like, hey, I can't breathe. I have a sinus. Something. This is terrible.
You think, watch what you eat, count all the calories, sitting around like a letdown without a salary. Better
Oh
slow
no.
down. Numbers are everything. Another pound stolen your crown, girl. Why can't you see my POV could set you free? Please set me free. Sing, get out, fuck self-doubt, tear it down. All this shit you know ain't serving ya. Good vibes round the corner from ya. Don't compromise with the shit you know ain't serving ya. POV could set you free. You think never enough, somehow too much.
Oh no. As. Do.
Bit by bit, they've been creeping up in silence. While we ever plant this virus, every human being was blinded. The machines have control. Is it gonna be tomorrow? We're just getting weak as they grow. I guess it is the seed that we've sown. We're on the edge 'cause we waited too long. They're taking over, what did we do so wrong? We're on the edge now, we're waiting for war. They're taking over, what did we do so wrong?
I've wondered what I could become if I believed in me. I've realized that I just have to put in work to achieve. Yeah, I'm ready, so ready to chase my dream. It's so close, so don't close. Find self-esteem. I used to think that I'll never get to where I wanna be. I've been through my endeavor. I understand now, and I am ready to grow. It's never too late to reach for the stars up high. Even though it takes running through the darkness, this is
Okay.
time. I'm ready, so ready to chase my dream. It's so close.
Oh, I'll probably gonna log off here soon. There's not much to trade right now. Like I said, I'm waiting for open. There's not much going on. Selling right now. Got that performance account activated. maybe like tomorrow we'll YOLO FOMC with that account. More pictures. No. Oh, goodness gracious.
I've always wondered, did I make the wrong choice? I've been sad for so long. Take me back to Kumo City. Disconnect me from this world.
Alright, it is go time. I'm gonna head over to the urgent care, get my nose fixed. Then I don't know, we'll be back to the computer. If you want to talk to me, head up Trades by Matt on YouTube. Go to his Discord. Hit me up there. I'll be in hashtag futures trading all day long, talking about stonks and futures. So come hang out, come vibe. But for now, I'm calling it a day. We talked about a lot today. It was a good stream. Besides the part where I was muted for like 10 minutes and no one told me. But hey, it's all good. The homies are vibing. You probably didn't want to hear me talk for 10 minutes and just wanted to hear music. And I understand that because the music is banging and my voice is annoying. Makes sense. But we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Eat banana bread. Make money. It's been a pleasure hanging with y'all. So, we will see you all tomorrow.